Hello, Virgos. Welcome to Live Life in Tarot. Thank you for being here. So glad you could make it. I hope you're all doing well. Now, Virgo, this is your September 2020 monthly money and finances forecast read. Please know that these messages will apply for whenever you view it. So let's get into your messages. I've already laid out your spread, so let's begin, Virgo. Now, Virgo, I'm really excited to get into your reading because what I heard when I was meditating on your energy was others may lose, but I'll be secure. What? Loving it. Now, some other messages that came through while I was meditating on your energy is analysis, aggression, ambition, management tools, and sustain. So let's get on to your reading, Virgo. Now, first of all, Virgo, your energy and attitude towards your money and finances is you have the frog. Somebody else got this. I can't remember who, but it's a 14 breaking down to a 5. So you have cleaning house, releasing emotional baggages. Well, as a 14, that's temperance, breaking down to a 5. That would be like the hermit energy for me. So this is you. This is you hopping along, baby. Okay. So, what I'm picking up here for you, Virgo, about your money and finances, and this being your energy and your attitude is there's a need for you to clear the clutter, okay, that's going on either in your environment, in your head, what you're hearing. There's a need to move away from anything that's holding you back. There's a need for you to release all the things that no longer serve you and that are no longer appropriate for you. This is the time now that there's a need to, how should I say, hop to the next thing that's going to bring you light and free. Okay, that's going to let you feel light and free, or that's going to be more light and free for you. That's what I'm feeling here. And I feel like this is going to have to do with whatever is your current situation around this. Now, with it being a 14 and that's speaking to temperance, you could be dealing with the Sagittarius, but this is something where you're experiencing, or you could experience, where things could go either way. Okay. And there's a need for you to stay grounded with the changes that do come through. There's a need for you to stay clear of any chaos or drama, to stay out of other people's way, and to stay out of your own fucking way. There's going to be a need for you to do things in moderation concerning money and work. There's a need perhaps for you to even go with the flow, but definitely there's a need for you to do things in moderation and with balance. And there's a need for you to regulate your own emotions, because you may be feeling very emotional in the month of September, or for whenever you are viewing this and it applies, or um, something emotional in nature could be affecting you or could have a really strong influence, that there's a need for you to regulate your emotions and stay grounded emotionally towards it. Okay, now this is also asking you to be measured, to have some restraint. Then there's going to be a need to make some adjustments, or you're trying to see how to get some adjustments made, or perhaps you're experiencing some sort of restraint with something. Now, it also could mean that you need more information, or there's more time needed around this, but there's something that's already in progress here, okay? And remain inspired nonetheless. And don't do anything in any extreme way, one way or another, because temperance is like alchemy, right? How you blend and mix the elements to create balance, but you have to be measured, because too much of something can fuck it up, and not enough of something can fuck it up, right? And if you're not making sure you constantly tending to it to keep it balanced, that'll fuck shit up too, right? And if you overdo that, and that fuck that shit up too. That's why it's called temperance. You got to be measured and tempered, have a good balance of what's going in and coming out with your budget, no excessive purchases, focusing on greater balance with work and money. This is you being patient with yourself, or maybe needing to be patient in general. This is also you perhaps examining and re-examining your work and money, and making sure that you continually prioritize accordingly. Okay. Now, with me seeing this frog here, what's also coming to me, as I said, is that 14 breaking down to a 5 is also the Hierophant energy. So you could be focused on commitments or what's established, or conforming to something, perhaps needing to conform to something. Maybe you're going your own way about something and doing, thinking outside of the box, doing something unorthodox here. But what I'm seeing here with the Hierophant, as it has to do with this frog and it being your energy, you may be going through some sort of routine. You could be having to deal with tradition here. There may be some boredom. You could be focused on stability. There may be religious factors involved, or there's a belief system or a system that you're dealing with. But you could also be expecting some sort of results. Now, just remember, you want to get back to your roots here. All right. um do things that honor you. Okay. And if you're bored, try to have a little fun and not be too serious about shit. You could be coming off a little old fashioned, or maybe that's needed, I don't know. But add playing a few games while you edit. Okay. And in terms of work, you could be working in an uneventful job or a structured job. You may be a government employee. I don't know. But the lesson for the Hierophant is for you to not create chaos for yourself. Okay. But also, in terms of money, the Hierophant is asking you perhaps that you may be challenging something or being challenged. And this is a time for you to align with the higher powers and perhaps not necessarily go against, because you're facing some sort of resistance. But also, be careful about taking chances with money. Be conservative with your investments. Be careful of any high risk stocks and bonds. Now, for some of you, um, you're gonna you're going to prepare to the point where, in terms of money and work, things are going to be pretty much uneventful to you. You're not going to really experience any highs or lows with money. So it's going to vary for each of you as it has to do with your money and work. Okay. Now you also got perception. That's a 42 breaking down to a 6. So I feel like your intuition has kicked in strong, or it will, or it needs to. Now, with perception here, also representing for you is your energy and attitude towards your money and finances. I feel like you're going to be doing a lot of contemplating with your money or with work, but also you could be viewing something or going through something where there may be some prejudice around it, some judgment around it. But there's a need for you to observe all the angles and to work with whatever you're experiencing, dealing with, or that you are judging, with neutral eyes. But there's a need for you to be mindful to always seek to rise above it. Now, that could also be something that you are dealing with that you want to answer to, or that you want something established or changed. And there may be a need for you to keep a lookout for it, but also to wait. Okay. Now, with it being 42 breaking down to a 6, we're talking about the lovers and the fucking devil. So with the lovers energy perhaps being around this for you, you could be focused on a particular relationship, connection, partnership, contract. This may be you being in touch with yourself and your feelings, and your emotions. This is you being your authentic, genuine self. This is you being clear about your values, clear about your objectives, you clearly articulating them as well. This is you trying to moderate for yourself. This is you, working to be patient towards others, or um, you're wanting others to be patient with you at this time. There may be some difficult choices around this with money and work. You could be dealing with a tense atmosphere. You could be dealing with issues with there being no compromise around a situation. You could be feeling you're experiencing some sort of restraint with some sort of matters in relationship or contracts, or commitments. Now, This is also saying that there may be a need for you to try to avoid arguments, okay? And there may be a need to give the benefit of the doubt, or you are trying to get the benefit of the doubt without finding yourself in some sort of argument. But this is you being committed to making you the priority here, because perhaps you may feel or you are experiencing where you're not being made the priority. But this is also a time that, you know, when you're dealing with people, you're going to receive from them what you see is what you get, but that's also how they're going to be in terms of how they view you. Is that what they see is what they're going to get from you. But you at this time, Virgo, you're in a space where you're a person that's respected and trusted. Okay. Um, Maybe who you're dealing with that's in question, or someone could be questioning about that's about you, but you're looking to be your authentic self. And there is a head over heart decision here that's at play with that lover's energy that you're dealing with, that you may not exactly be happy with, or maybe you are going to get the agreement, the partnership, the contract, the satisfaction, or you'll be heard or get the benefit of the doubt here. So let's see. Now, you also have what came out, two cards as well. You have take a look at yourself and separation. Interesting. Now, first thing with the orange here, this is talking about um your sacral, your sacral chakra is what I'm picking up. And with the sacral chakra, this is around your feelings, your emotions, your creativity, the way you imagine things, but it also could be around some guilt or regret. Now, you also have this division sign. So there may be something you're trying to separate yourself from, or there's something that you're being separated from, or something's being divided here. Maybe you might be divided, but this is asking you to take a look at yourself. Perhaps there's something that you need to be full on board with one way or another, and needing to make a concrete decision, or perhaps you are needing to speak your truth, because we do see the blue here. All right. And that blue, that is speaking to your throat chakra. There's a need for you to speak your truth, to communicate your authentic truth at a time that you may feel shy or afraid to. With something that you may feel you've been separated from, or perhaps that you're trying to separate yourself from, or something that you need to be able to let go within you, okay, or let go at all. Now, you do also have regarding your money and finances is blossom. That's a 20. That's also breaking down to a 2. So we're looking at judgment. And when it's breaking down to a 2, we could also be looking at the high priestess. Okay. So with judgment here around your money and finances, you're focusing on paying debts off, or this is at a time that you're now actually getting your hands involved, where you have to really start paying some debts. This is the time where debts have to be paid. This is the time that if anything was relaxed, or you were given some leniency to, now you got to dig in and do the work and get stuff paid off, or maybe you're working on trying to get an extension to that regard. But judgment talks about that you are focused on trying to pay some debts, or you are paying off debts. Judgment is also talking about that I'm picking up there may be some resurrection of a dead issue. And so if it is, this might be is it has to do with that 6 energy I was talking about, because the devil is a 15 and that reduces down to a 6. So the devil energy is talking about you could be dealing with some toxicity, some burden, feeling overwhelmed, feeling controlled, feeling restrained, feeling restricted, or perhaps you're looking to see how to be empowered in that shit. Now also be careful about any vices or addictions of overspending, or be careful, because you may be in a position where in terms of your finances and the things that you are headship over. You are the only person that you can rely on, and you may have very little to no access to other support. And there's a need for you to really budget and be mindful of your money and finances situation. And there also could be you experiencing some limited or no access to something, or you could feel trapped by something regarding money or work, or there's some sort of obligation or responsibility now that you have to fulfill, or there's some contract matter that's at play. But also be careful about any excessive spending, or being excessive at work, and however that could apply. But this is also saying that you could possibly be experiencing too much debt. There may be a need for you also to read the fine print on any details and contracts that you are looking at. And there's a need to take stock on things, because there may be some issues with money or with work, and there may be some insecurities around that. Or this is you trying to figure out how to break free from all that shit. Okay? Or you are breaking free. Now, also with judgment, what I feel is happening is that there may be some sort of wake up call that's coming in for you, or you could be experiencing incidents coming back up that may either haunt you or help you in some way. But also, it's going to depend on your previous behavior for how that plays out. Now, there may be some situation that you may need to rework your plan towards going forward with as well. Now, you also have, it's not knowing your purpose, it's living your purpose. And you have life 101, which is like as if you have a little to do beginner's manual on life, if you will. But the main work that's the main word that is standing out here for me, for you, is purpose. So I feel like, because this one-on-one book here for life is here, it's like it's not enough to just know what's right, or know what's going on, or know what to do. There's a need for a little more sacrifice here, where in order to get the right thing to happen, or there's a need to do the right thing, or you want the right thing to happen. But there's a need for courage and strength, because something about it is difficult or hard. So this may be something that you are able to address by what you have learned through your experiences, where you can avoid a mistake, or you want to try to avoid a mistake, or you may learn the experience, learn and gain experience through a mistake that you make. I rather you don't make a fucking mistake, but that shit happens. That's called lessons, right? So now, about your money and finances, what you had that came out is an affirmation. I am truthful, clear, and confident when I communicate. Am I honest with myself and others about my money situation? Can I communicate more clearly? So there's something that you got going on around money, or with work, or both, that you are looking to communicate, or there's a need to communicate. Perhaps you're looking for communication on. And so this is asking you to be honest with yourself. And perhaps you may be dealing with issues of honesty with whom you are engaging or dealing with, and you trying to find the most effective, best practice or way to communicate, get clarity and get support, or clear something up, or get something done here, or you're doing that. It's happening. But you do have, Virgo, what do you need to release? Which is the waning moon here. So, with what do you need to release? I feel like the question you need to ask yourself is, what's failing you right now? What's going on that's failing you right now around money or work? Because it seems like there may be a need for you to step back from a situation or a matter, or there's a need for you to decide to let it go. But this card is suggesting that you need to stop trying so hard. There's something you're trying too hard to do, that you're doing too much. You're doing too much, Virgo. This is the time where this card is asking you, How do you go about the path of least resistance? How about that? Which would go back to, how do you sustain, right? How do you analyze? How do you use your management tools here? So something could be being mismanaged as well, either by you or someone else. That could be the case. You could be clearing that up, or you're having trouble getting it cleared up, because you do have these three cards that came out about your money and finances, and they are Wand, Control, Celestite, Connect. So this, you, it would be a good time for you to carry a piece of celestite crystal. It's very healing. It's a higher vibration, connecting you to the divine, your spirit guides, your guardian angels. And then you also have the full moon harvest. So something's coming full circle. I wanted to say full service. You might be wanting full service with something. You're not getting full service or any service, and you want that shit to change. But there's something coming in with the full moon and harvest. You're going to reap what you sow. And if this is involving someone or something else that has an influence on your money and work, they're going to reap what they sow too, as it pertains to you. Well, however that's supposed to play out. But the right thing will happen here. Now, with the wand energy here on control, this is about action. This is about your spirit, your inspiration. It's something you may be excited about or not pleased with. But this is you perhaps trusting your impulse or needing to trust your impulse. This is you yearning for impact, seeking stimulation in a situation. And so, with this wand energy here, I feel like this is a time for you to be mindful about how you guide yourself, or be mindful of your power to manage something, but also the power of someone else to manage as well. Because you could be dealing with establishments and institutional government. But this is also you looking to see how to get direct growth or get something to go in a specific direction that you want to see happen for you. And with Celestite, if you can carry Celestite with you, great. But there's some matter around connect. So there may be some sort of a disconnect in you, or disconnect with someone or something around to do with money or work. And so there's a need for enlightenment, or you want to see some development around this, or you're seeing development and getting enlightenment around this. But this is you wanting to bring something to attention, or you are waiting if there's going to be attention to the situation that allows for you to receive alignment because of it. There's something you want aligned, corrected, I'm hearing, or you are looking to align or correct something that is for you, or as you see as what's best for you in this, or what's right for you, because you may feel disconnected by what is happening. And so this is also a time for you to call on your higher forces, call on your divine team, or perhaps turn to a higher force to the situation to assist you to fix or address whatever it is that you're dealing with. Because with harvest here, this is about, there's something perhaps you want to, I'm hearing recoup, or you are looking to reap, or you want to be able to enjoy, or you want honored. I'm also hearing honored. Honored is coming across strong. Also acknowledged, or acknowledgement with something you want to feel blessed by or get blessed by. But know that you will reap what you've sown, and whoever is involved will reap what they sow as well. So be mindful of how you tread in this, because you do have, be bold, Virgo, be bold. And so with be bold, this is asking you to be bold in your actions and in your words, through you being true to yourself and your values. This here is you choosing to speak up whenever you feel that intuitive nudge to do so. But also this is saying that whom you need to listen or hear you, that person or persons that you're meant to reach, um, can't see that you're right. I feel they can't see that you're right, or they're not getting where you're coming from, or they're not grasping it the way that you are. And this may be what is causing some sort of issue for you here that you could be experiencing, because you also have funnel. Create a dynamic customer experience that nurtures prospects to become paying clients. Build a simple sales funnel. So that's leads, prospects, customers, sales. This could be connected to business. But this is you wanting things to be funneled down with good business practices, whether it's to do with money, to do with work, or to do with some entrepreneurship or company or entity that you're involved with. You want good business practices here that may not necessarily be happening, and you may be looking at how to take the lead, or you are seeking um, someone to take the lead here. I feel like it's possible, Virgo, you may need to look into seeing who else you can get involved in this, because you may not be the only one experiencing this. And so sometimes it's not easy to hear one voice in the forest of trees. You may need to have many voices, or at least more than one, to get the ball rolling. That may be something going on for some of you. So let's get into your messages that came through. And be mindful to learn by experience, not by a mistake. Okay? So, your overall energy around your money and finances is you do have this Two of Swords. And underneath that Two of Swords, you do have the Queen of Pentacles. So, there's some sort of decision that you're wanting, or there's some sort of choice involved here around your security or stability, or what you want to secure here that you want to nurture, and there may be challenges around it. Now, also, the Two of Swords is asking you to make balanced decisions around your money and finances here. Um, the Two of Swords is also talking about there's a need to create balance. That you may have two options. There could be a consequence of a late fee or interest rates. Okay. Um, there could be some delayed decision, or you could be dealing with some sort of a stalemate here, as it has to do with money. I'm also hearing that with this Two of Swords, some of you are experiencing some sort of unseen protection. Okay, unseen protection. And they're bringing me back to others may lose, but I'll be secure. Okay, so there's some unseen protection here. The divine is supporting you. Keep on praying. Now, there also can be some indecision around money, or that you could be dealing with some purposeful ignorance. Now, I don't feel it's on your part. It could be, but there's some purposeful ignorance um, occurring for you. So there's a need for you to play it safe, okay, and trust your intuition. Um, it's possible that you won't get all the facts and information that you need and looking for. This is also a time with the Two of Swords. You could be experiencing some gossip that's happening about you at work, or about how you're doing with your money. But don't fret about that. Your position is secure. But also, I want you to know, if there's something you may need to confront, do so with diplomacy intact if you want to address the gossip. Now, on that Queen of Pentacles, what you got dealing with here, I feel like this is you. This is you trying to have the power of influence. This is you being the ultimate nurturer, whether you're male or female. This is you having a strong connection to your family. You may enjoy nature, like being at home. You might like doing nothing. But this is you being analytical, having a practical focus towards wanting to finish whatever it is that you have a focus or interest towards, that's of a value or material, that's materialistic for you. You could be managing others. This is about you focusing on your comfortability, your security, your stability in work and in home and with your money. This is you focusing on family commitments. This is multitasking. This is you having a warm, secure environment, being supportive, taking care of yourself and others. This is you needing to be balanced in all things that are important to you. Okay, so be careful about that shopping because you like nice things. So you want to do things in moderation. Remember, you had that temperance energy come up. And by the way, with that Hierophant energy, Virgo, you could be dealing with a Taurus as well, or possibly a Gemini that could be showing up for you. But there's some sort of decision that you want in your favor to that allows you to have security, stability, or more security and stability here. And it looks like you're waiting for that. There could be some sort of stalemate, or you're trying to figure out what's the next option here because you may be facing challenges or you're trying to see how to change something. Now, let's take a look at the energies coming through for you in the month of September. We have the High Priestess and the Three of Pentacles. The Five of Cups and the Magician. Ooh, the Three of Swords and the World. And as an outcome, we do have Strength and the Three of Wands. So let's get into this. So first thing coming off at the back with the High Priestess, you could be dealing with a Cancer individual, or this is you, Taurus, so you're dealing with another Taurus. But with the High Priestess and the Three of Pentacles here, the first thing I'm getting is that for some of you, this is you going into a field of work where you are earning income through your divination abilities. You may be psychic or a tarot reader, but this is you earning money through whatever your spiritual practice is that you may be starting, or you are seeing that pick up for you. Now, the other thing that I'm seeing here with the High Priestess and the Three of Pentacles, there's a need for you to trust your intuition with whatever you got going on with work or as it has to do with money. You may be experiencing a opportunity to invest coming up, but there's a need for you to trust your instincts on how you're going to manage your money or a particular work situation. This is also saying there's a need for you to keep your money matters confidential and only share info with those you trust that will keep counsel for you. You may have access to secret information about where or how to invest or go about doing something as it has to do with money or work. But there also could be you dealing with secrets are being kept as it has to do with money or work. Because someone is looking to maximize on a particular return, whether it's you or someone else, and it affects you. But also be very, because some of you may be doubting your intuition, or you know not exactly allowing your intuition to guide you. And I feel this is a time your intuition is very strong for you, and there's a need for you to allow your intuition to work for you, to guide you on what the best course of action needs to be with anything that you're doing. I also feel that some of you are using your intuition to make decisions because you're getting gut feelings. And like I said, some of you are working as psychic or doing spiritual work, or your spiritual gifts are opening up, and then you're working on them. But the Three of Pentacles is also a good omen. The Three of Pentacles as a good omen here is saying that something positive and rewarding will happen for you around your money or your work situation, but it is calling for you to do the work, and it's hard work. It's not going to be easy, but if you do the work, you can expect something positive to happen around this for you, whether you expect it to or it's unexpected and it comes in for you. So that's good. I like that for you, Virgo. So now, Virgo, you also have yeah. Okay. You got this Five of Cups and the Magician. Yeah. Me no likey. Okay. But before we go there, let me just go back to that Three of Pentacles for a second. There may be something that needs to be fine-tuned, or you're trying to fine-tune something with money or work. Or there's something you're needing to perfect, or you're trying to perfect, or you're looking to earn recognition, or you're just looking to earn. But this is also saying you do have skills that have value that you can earn money with, and be careful not to give that away. okay, for free. That might be coming in handy for you to be aware of. Now, with back to this Five of Cups and Magician. So the Five of Cups is saying that you're experiencing some sort of grief or sorrow or some sort of depression. Something negative could be happening with money or work. You could be crying over spilled milk, crying over something that happened in the past. This could be emotional distress. You could be whining about something that's going on with money or work. This also could be saying you could be overwhelmed by debt, but there's a need for you to clean it up. You do have the Magician here, so you might be not happy with the way something is manifesting, or perhaps you are disappointed about what you were crafting or being able to dominate. Perhaps you had false self expertise, or you having trouble adapting, or perhaps there's some issues with your cunningness, or maybe you could be it's just simply because you're dealing with deceit, someone who's manipulative. Okay, there's a need for you to use your wisdom here. The Five of Cups, even though it's difficult energy, emotional energy, it could be family involved in some way too. The Five of Cups is also saying that there's a way that you can change this, even though you're experiencing some emotional instability. Um, there's a there's a need to focus your intentions on how to resolve it, how to recover, what can you salvage here. I mean, I get it. Fives, talk about hard choices. You could be fighting with yourself or others, or struggling both in your mind or in a particular situation or scenario where there's lost conflict and challenges. But there's some sort of disappointment with what you're trying to manifest, or there's some disappointment or loss because someone is being manipulative and deceitful here. And this is either someone doing this to you, or this could be you. Now, you do have the Three of Swords and you have the World. I don't like the Three of Swords. Okay, why is this here, Virgo? So, with this Three of Swords energy present, you're grieving over something. There's some sort of sorrow, some sort of loss. You could be feeling betrayed. Um, there's some disappointment here. The Three of Swords is also saying that this could be an unexpected loss, or this could be some sort of huge debt, or this could be where that debt is being called in. Three of Swords is also saying that, if that is happening for you, that this is where that hard work comes in, where you're going to have to take things step by step. Now, because I see the Three of Pentacles and the Three of Swords here, you could be dealing with either other people involved that have some influence on your money or with work, or there's external factors existing that's also attributing to your money and work situation in a way that that Three of Swords is not having the greatest impact at all for you. But this is about, slow and steady wins the race. Focus on what needs to happen, and stick to doing what needs to be done to recover. Or if there's an ability to, see how you can separate yourself from this. Because the reason why is the world. And with the world here, for some of you, there is some problem with you being able to attain something or complete something, or a money source comes to a close or comes to an end for you with the world. Um, the world is also saying that there may be an issue with something that you were trying to achieve. Um, that you did everything you could to work on and create something, and just something just isn't coming together, because maybe not because of you, but because of someone else or something else. Okay. um this is around a loss of money, or you're not able to attain some money. What the world is saying, though, is that maintain hard work and a positive mindset here, because whatever is happening with you, Virgo, know that you're the creator the co-creator more than ever before at this time, as it has to do with your money and finances. So what is it that you are building or needing to build to shape your world so that you can have attainment, success, and completion in the way that you see best, that will allow you to recover or allow you to separate from the situation that you're dealing with here. There could be some closure with a particular connection that, with someone you're dealing with. Maybe you're turning your back on someone, or someone is turning their back on you. But there's some sort of ending with a source of income, or there's an inability to obtain a source of income or get something back. But your likely outcome is you do have strength and the Three of Wands. Yes! I'm so happy for you. You have strength and the Three of Wands. This is good. This is good. Now, keep in mind with the Magician, you could be dealing with an Aries or an Aquarius, but with strength, you could be dealing with a Leo. So, strength is the number 8, and the number 8 talks about, you know, earned rewards. This is talking about you getting favors. This is problem solving. This is change. This is reevaluation. This is awareness, learning, achievement, clarity. This is getting the approval if you were denied. This is a modification of something. This is getting satisfaction when there was dissatisfaction. This is the removal of restrictions, getting that response. This here is having an enchanted experience with work on money. This is you having your own self-direction and self-control. This is you taming the fucking beast. Strength is saying with your money and work, you are doing everything you can to make sure you have a good balance with your money and with your work. And this is saying this is through your own courage and quiet or gentle strength, if you will, or boldness towards your money and finances, ensuring that improves, gets better, and is good. Now, please know that the strength is saying that your money is steady. Whatever you're going through, money is steady. But that also, if you are dealing with some challenges around work or money, you are surrounded by positive omens. You are going to, even if you aren't exactly reaching your goals just yet. Okay, so um but also you'll reach your goals too, and be mindful that strength is also saying you are reaching goals, but you still can't rest. There's shit to do. Why? You got this Three of Wands, baby. You got this Three of Wands. So with this Three of Wands energy, you could be collaborating with others. Threes talks about productivity, initial actions that you're taking, your focus on abundance and creativity, your focus on how you express yourself, looking at the variables on what could be acted upon here. With that Wands energy, this is you trusting your impulse, yearning for impact, seeking stimulation, and moving forward with your plans. This here is something that was delayed coming through. This is your ships coming in. This is you turning to your community or being able to reconnect with others. This is you having good luck. Okay? And so also, this is you having a strong expression. This is you, no matter if something is good or bad, this is you addressing and dealing with issues and events that are involving you and concerning other people. This is you dealing with cooperation or conflict. This is you dealing with strong feelings of joy or sorrow. But this is also you with strength, being able to balance here with this energy. And so also with strength, you could be purchasing a big ticket item. So save your money. But the strength card says that you have a positive sign here. And the Three of Wands is also saying for you that you are going to experience some sort of success or some sort of achievement. There's going to be an end to waiting on something. Or in terms of money, more money will follow. This is also saying you're going to be experiencing some good business or good business practice, perhaps finally, or altogether, at some point for you throughout the month. So this is looking so good. I love it. I love it. It's so nice. Now let's get some guidance for you, Virgo. So don't fret. You're okay. You're okay. You're just gonna have to do things in moderation and have some discipline and stay resilient and stay strong. Okay, be bold and assertive, not aggressive or forceful. Okay, um, there, finesse. I'm hearing the word finesse. Have some finesse. Okay, let's see what some guidance is for you for how you need to go about changing things. Let's see, be patient and understanding, or try to get that patience and understanding you're looking for. You are respected. Be gracious and focus on persevering. Thank you, Spirit. You have abundant mindset. If you think of your abundance as something that happens in the future, then it will also be one day away from you. See, feel, think, and speak of abundance as something you already have in the present moment, and that is what you will experience. So have an abundance mindset. So stay away from a scarcity mindset, worrying about, where money's going to come from or what's going to happen with work. Just say it's more where that came from, and thank the universe for all that you got and all that's still coming, right? And at the bottom, you do have power of prayer. Didn't I say pray? Mm-hmm. Power of prayer. Booyah. Give this situation to God for uplifting and healing, and be open to miracles. Heaven's unlimited resources, love, and answers are awaiting your prayers. Be sure to act upon the divine guidance God gives to you in response to your prayers. Remember, I said follow your intuition, follow your instincts. Okay, you good, Virgo. You good. Don't you even worry about it. So that question you could be asking yourself, is my money stuck or blocked? Is it going to stay stuck or blocked, or whatever value is going to stay stuck or blocked? How can I improve the flow of my money, or how can I improve the flow of the situation? You will. You will. You got fortitude, baby. Okay? You got fortitude. You got this. And all you got to do is keep looking ahead, keep looking forward. Okay? And expect it. Expect it. And not just from one source or place, but expect it to come from every place. Okay? I hope these messages help. Like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for watching, Virgo. Enjoy your September 2020, or whenever you're viewing.